Respectfully, Honorable Chair, yes, we have 2 containers to provide. But for the meantime, what happens is that we have increased the lifting frequency for the number of containers in place. So for that reason, the work is being done perfectly. We don't have spillages whatsoever because we have increased the lifting frequency because the number of containers are fewer than we would have loved to use. But we'll go ahead and get the 2 additional containers for them in due course. Thank you very much.
So, Zumla, I want to inquire from you, how long does it take you to produce the container?
Honorable Chair, it depends on the type of container. Some of them come in knockdown. That one can take about 2 weeks. But if it is fresh, if it's not knocked down, and then it can take longer. So it depends on what we are able to import. But the matter here is about cost. Cost. One container costs 50,000 Ghana cedis. And so given the amount of money that we get from the assembly, it's really a lot of burden on us because the containers, replacement of the containers and the trucks, we don't get enough money to even replace the containers and the trucks. So we are running at a loss, but we will always continue to do the best work possible by ensuring that we replace those containers that are outstanding. But like I said, we are doing a lot of work in terms of lifting more frequently in order that spillages will not, we will not have spillages in those places. Thank you.
Have you in any way explored local ones where like KNUST universities who are teaching into engineering? Have you explored that if it can be done locally?
Oh, Honorable Chair, I think that one I will leave it to the technical people to help me. We will look at it if we are not doing it. Thank you.
All right. The next infraction is on paragraph 292. Oh, sorry.
Colleagues, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Lawyer Philip Fifi Bachman, MP for Kwesimentim, who is here with us today. Honorable, you are welcome. Today we are in your yard. So let's view the best part of the Western region.
Thank you very much, yes, Madam Chair. Madam Chair and members, for the West, you know that even where you are is serene. So it is serene Western hotel. So I believe that everything is going well. I'm told you came last night, and I know you had a good night. I can see from the faces of members, and trust me, we are going to pull some magic together for you to enjoy the Western region the more, especially my brother. So thank you very much, Madam Chair, and you are doing a marvelous work. We are with you. Thank you very much. I'll inform my other brothers, Honorable Kobiochri Dako and Boama. I was just with him at our district assembly. We didn't know you are here. So this evening you are going to see us and you will enjoy the Western style. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
But Honorable, whenever they say that the best comes from the West, you remember Central region used to be part of Western region. And we're both one region. So when you say the best comes from the West, you mean Central region also is part of the best, isn't that
yes,
so?
Yes. But by association.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Honorable Ms. Bao will take care of the last infraction.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Algona East, you made payment to the tune of 167,000 in respect of 9 PVs to service providers. and supplies, withholding an amount of 12,230 in respect of taxes. This amount, as at the time of the audit, was not being paid or was not paid to the GRA. Can we know why this was withheld but not paid, and whether it's been paid now?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. As at the time that withholding taxes were made, myself, my coordinating director and the DC, we were not there. But when we came and the report came to our attention, we make sure that the amount has been paid and paid in full. Thank you.
Auditors, could you kindly confirm this?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the amount has been remitted to the GRA.
Thank you, auditors. Mr. Chair, I realize that this is a routine happening because, we've seen it over and over again, and as and when the committee meets, that is when they now pay. I don't know what the problem is. If the assemblies could explain to the committee what is usually the problem, they will not do it until auditors come. Because we all know we are operating under an ambit. There's a law guiding these operations. So you do these expenditures, these transactions, and you don't pay. You rather wait for auditors to come. They bring in their management letters. You don't pay heed to it until you are about meeting the committee. That is when you go to do some of these payments. I don't know. What's usually the challenge? What stops you from making sure that you pay the service provider and then you pay that tax liability alongside at the same time? Could we know what's the problem so that we could appreciate it?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Currently, the current administration of Aguna East District Assembly are not involving in that. We make sure that we pay our tax liabilities within the time frame. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, over to you.
I will let it pass. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you very much,
Honorable.
Now let's call a Kunfi. Is a Kunfi here? Yes. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Chair, my name is Ismail Nana Asamoah, District Chief Executive.
The name again?
Ismail Nana Asamoah.
Buzia Benjamin Opoku, Coordinating Director, Confederacy Assembly. Buzia Benjamin Opoku.
Honorable Chair, Tomana Awimba Lamino, Accountant.
Samuel Nanata, Internal Auditor.
Did you come with any Ekunfi juice?
Honorable Chair, we wanted to, but we had to leave dawn, so we'll hope that, so we'll chase you wherever you are with the equi juice so I can have a taste.
I need to disclose that I know the DC. Your infraction is on paragraph 219, and Honorable Edem Agbana will handle that one.
Mr. Chair, thank you for the opportunity. Honorable, you have been, the Assembly has been cited for making payments outside the GIFMES system. What happened?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Most often, during our preparation of PVs, we do have the system failure. But after the audit, we were able to validate them and they were prepared.
Honorable Chair, but throughout the period of the audit, and even after, even at the exit meeting with the auditors, was this brought to your attention?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
What explanation did you give the auditors?
Just like I said, mostly when preparing PVs, we do have problem with the give me system. That was the same thing we told them. But mostly when we go for quarter validations, they add them to our validation and we are validated.
Auditors, can you kindly confirm your engagement with the Assembly on this particular issue?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they were cited because they were processing the transaction outside of the gift miss, in contravention with the act, the requirement of the act. But subsequently, they were able to pass some GL to rectify that anomaly so that controller could be able to prepare the account. But at the time of the audit, they had prepared or processed those transactions outside of the gift mess. But in order for controller to be able to have an updated records and prepare the financials, when they came back for their validation exercise, those journals were passed to be able to rectify the anomaly. Thank you.
Chairman, my last question, this will be to the DC, the Honorable DC. The auditors also recommended that sanctions be applied to the coordinating director and the finance officer. Since you took over as the DC for Ekumfi, what steps have you taken to ensure that payments are not made outside the give me system?
Honorable Chair, thank you for the opportunity. Both have been transferred outside the district. The coordinating director and then the finance officer, then they both have been transferred outside the district. Yeah.
Transferred to where?
The coordinating director is in the Ashanti region, and then the finance officer, not long before, I'm told, was in the Gumua West. Gumua West.
Okay. Mr. Chair, that's all.
All right, thank you very much. The next infraction is on paragraph 224, and Honorable Jasau will handle Ekumfi District. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This infraction has to do with unsupported payments. And for Ekumfi District, you have 4 PVs, 4 of them actually, on District Assembly MP's Common Fund, 70,000. And then you also have PWD account, 10,687. You expended these quantums of money without the accompanying supporting documents. Ekumfi District. What happened? How come you could expend money without your PVs having the necessary supporting documents, receipts, invoices, and such supporting documents? How did you do that? You must be very innovative financial engineers. You can spend, and yet you don't have the complete files. What happened? Tell us.
Honorable Chair, thank you. I think most of them had to do with a follow-up of their Ghana cards, and maybe for them their sign sheet. Most of them signed, but their Ghana cards were not attached. But subsequently, we followed up and they were able to bring the supporting documents. Thank you.
So what's the state of the account now? Have you responded to the query completely and adequately?
Honorable Chair, that's certainly yes.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Yes, Honorable Chair, subsequently they provided the relevant documents, which we have verified.
So that's the case of the PWDs, but there's also the MP Common Fund. How did that happen?
Honorable Chair, I think with the MP's Common Fund, it was...
Oh, sorry, you were not there? Because you keep thinking, or you know what happened? Were you
actually,
there?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, so you should know what happened, not
Okay.
you think. Are you the finance officer?
No, please, I'm the accountant.
Where is the finance officer?
Please, he's indisposed, please.
Okay. We wish him speedy recovery. But tell us, okay, so you think in that case. Let's hear what you think.
Yeah, with the MP, it was a borrowed fund. We borrowed from it, but we refunded it.
Oh, you borrowed from
From the
MP's
MP,
common
yes.
fund?
Yes, please.
With her permission?
With his permission.
His permission. Who's
Yes,
your
please.
MP?
Honorable Okekwino.
2024, was he the MP?
That was what? Atukujo. Honorable Atukujo.
No, Abeku Krento. Abeku Krento. Honorable Abeku Krento.
Sir, Honorable Kujo, do you know the time span of his MPship?
Actually, Madam Chair, that's a slip of tongue, please.
Oh. No, I'm just asking you. Tell me.
Please, no.
How long have you been at Ekumfi?
3 years.
3 years.
Yes, please.
You don't know yet the least opportunity. You just want to tarnish somebody's image.
Not
Keep
really,
it there.
please.
That's not good.
So who was MP as of the time of this audit?
2024 was Honorable
No,
Abeku Krento.
please, may I ask? I'm asking the accountant. You work in that district. You should have some information about the district. 3 years, you should know. Who was the MP?
Please, Honorable Abeku Council.
Honorable?
Abeku Council.
Okay, Abeku, all right. Okay, so auditors, both have been rectified now, correct? Yes, Honorable Chair. So that was done after the audit. They were able to provide the documents to support those amounts. And the reason why we have it as recovery in the report is because the 30 days within which they were supposed to respond to the infraction, they didn't take advantage of that. But that has been done. The documents have been provided. We have reviewed them, and we are okay. Yeah, these are all costs to the state, isn't it? If you do the right thing, you respond within the time, then they don't need to spend ink and paper to print this for you to come and say you've now done it. Going forward, what arrangements do you have in place to ensure that this does not recur?
Honorable Chair, going forward, we will make sure all the documents, all the PVs have the necessary documents attached.
So next year, you won't come here, or you will come?
You avoid coming here.
Thank you so much, Chair. Thank you.
Yes, so this year and then the account officer. Why do you borrow MP's money? Because the common fund that assemblies receive as their common fund, share of their common fund, it's a lot. Why do you keep on borrowing MP's money? Why? The small, the 5% given to MP, you are borrowing it. Why?
Madam Chairperson,